All right, guys, let's kick things off today. So, today's investors got spooked because of initial jobless claims. If we take a look over at the data today, we can clearly see that the initial jobless claims came out more than expected, and it came out pretty hot. But if we look at the U.S. unemployment rate, we have that coming out tomorrow for the forecast of 3.4. Whether that comes out 3.4 or 3.5, I think we'll meet forecast. Worst case scenario, we do a 3.6. I don't think that's likely, but I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, let's take a look over at the charts and see what the charts say. Um, as far as now, we're at that 390 level. As I said in yesterday's video, we have to hold this 390 level like a steel rod. This can't break. If this breaks, we could just fall from here and just continue falling into aggressive levels, into 370, and then we have to hold 370 and possibly go lower. I think we'll see a bounce off this by, if not pre-market, during trading hours. I think tomorrow we're gonna have a reversal, depending how aggressive this reversal is because of unemployment data. We'll see if we can hold and sustain this because we're back at these levels. And these levels were, pretty hard to gain. I mean, we saw those 2 days where we saw just pure green. We're gonna have to mount these levels again in order to get back into, bullish territory. But right now, I mean, bulls and bears are ready to pull the trigger. If you caught the good side of a trade today on the put, congratulations. If you didn't and you saw calls, if you bought calls, during any time today, I mean, you got wrecked. There's no nice way to put it, but ever since the market opened, you just got wrecked. We just kept dipping and dipping. So today was a pretty aggressive sell-off. I do, wholeheartedly believe that we could see a bounce come in tomorrow. I think we'll have a aggressive reversal. But the levels you have to look out for is this 396. I think this is our first level to potentially meet. 393 is another level we have to mount, and then we could see that come Monday. 396. We could trend between these ranges, but I think Tuesday and Wednesday when we get CPI and PPI, we're gonna have a very bullish data come out from those two reports, because if we just go off the history of our CPI and PPI as of 6 months, and we're just consistently dropping, but I think we will get bullish CPI and PPI. I am gonna place calls potentially tomorrow at open, depending how high we're at. I am gonna place calls. I am gonna place them for next week. The DXY sold off a bit. Dow Jones sold off today pretty aggressively. And, VIX was the winner today. VIX took the trophy and just kept running with it. It was a 17-18% mover today. And, I mean, even with this RSI, I'm thinking, it's going to taper down a bit, because, I mean, unless we get a really bad unemployment rate data tomorrow, then this is gonna continue to go up. But I just don't see that yet. I think, as I said, CPI and PPI are gonna be very telling. I think those are gonna be good reports. But as of now, VIX is looking poised to potentially make another upside. But I just the only thing in the way for VIX is just the CPI and PPI we get on Tuesday and Wednesday for next week. So you got to look out for that. HSI is kind of flat. As I said, I think this is going to retest 19.5. I think we need a retest of 19.5 just because, until we meet new highs and make new highs, this needs a new support to be tested. And we'll, if that meets, if we can hold support here, I do think we can make new highs. Other than that, I think China is gonna be is gonna have a good year for this year. come around summer, I think it's gonna show its true colors. If we take a look at Lyft, Lyft had an aggressive sell-off. I did not see this coming. This was something I did not see. I the RSI is looking pretty broken at 29. I would pick up calls here. I would pick up calls maybe, up until the $9 mark, maybe even $10 for like 2 weeks out. I would pick them up. I think this is a good play still. As far as this gap, we still need more green days in order to fill this gap. We need an aggressive a couple of green days on Lyft and on the indexes to meet this gap, or else this gap is just gonna be hanging over Lyft's head basically. But yeah, it's a thing to look out for. If you take a look at meme stocks pretty much sold off with the market. BBY took a beating. And also Lucid, BBY is testing that 160, 126 level that I mentioned on previous videos. I think this needs to be tested, and it's breaking right now. As far as if this can hold, I don't know. This company doesn't have good outlook in the future. It's facing potential bankruptcy. We can clearly see that this line of support it's gonna potentially make new lows, and we might just break $1 if we keep getting these red days. But come tomorrow, if we get a good reversal, I think we'll see a little green on BBY. If we take a look at the powerhouses basically move with the market. Tesla took the far more of a beating just because of slowing, demand on car purchases. There's just less money in the consumer's pocket, and they're not going to be making big purchases like a Tesla. Even with these price cuts, Tesla has to pivot, and it doesn't really reflect well on the stock. As I've said in previous videos, I did not expect for this, consolidation zone to last for that long. It was about like a week or two, but I did not expect that. But I still think, this area of the gap can still fill. We're quite a ways away still, but I think if you have your puts ready, I'd expect a reversal anytime at this point. And then I think you can still have time to place your puts for around this area. And I think those will pay out tremendously. I think you still have like 3x to 2x move if you buy your calls out. If we get a reversal, it's best to like maybe at 186. If we can hit at 186, I think that will be a good time to buy out those April to May puts, if you want to be on the safe side, and buy them around this area. You got to buy with time, so even if Theta chews you up, you still have time on your side. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Tesla. Coinbase, with this Silvergate Bank, they stated yesterday that they're gonna start liquidating their positions, so that didn't deem well. Michael did mention that he was watching that 20,000 level, and it looks like we're right at this 20,000 level, and it seems like if we can't hold here at this 20,000 level, then we're going straight to new lows. As shocking as it sounds, we did hold this 16,000 level for quite a while. So I mean, Bitcoin does like to trend in an area where it finds support. So I mean, it's not looking too good for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin, if we can't get a reversal on the indexes tomorrow, this could just fall through like liquid and melt down, as you can see. But basically, that's what you got to look out for. As far as all the cryptos, all the cryptos follow pretty much the king, Bitcoin. Yeah, but one more thing to take a look at, TRKA. So TRKA, I'm invested in this. I did sell off today. I'm hoping to either reposition in tomorrow, or tomorrow pre-market, or during trading hours. If not, if I can't get a position better than this, then I'm just gonna buy at this price point. It did hold up pretty well today, considering the 2% move down on the SPY. So I still think this is poised for a massive move if we can hold this, and especially if we see some green coming in. I think this high of a 99 cents, I think we can break that easily if we can potentially get some more green days going. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. And if you liked today's video, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But yeah, see you guys.